Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. GoodTimesWithScar here, bringing you another Hexxit episode as we continue to explore the wonderful world of Hexxit. And we've been working on this house for quite some time, but today we have finally completed and we're going to do one super awesome tour. So let's get this episode underway. Alright, and welcome back, and it's good to have you here today for the grand tour of our Skyrim inspired house. So we're sitting out here looking at it, and as you can see, I added a small bit of detail on here, added some icicles, which I really love, and also this small strip of smooth stairs across here, and that just acts as just a little bit of extra detail and breaks up the cobblestone of the house. And I think that really adds a little bit. On the weekend when I wanted to just finally complete this house and then give you guys a grand tour, I thought, you know, that could really use a little extra detail up there and then on this side over here. And I think that just adds a lot of extra nice bits of little bit of detail. So on the end of the video, I want you guys to rate the house. So out of 5 scars, how many scars do you think this house is worthy of? So let's get into it now. And yeah, so I rated it at about 3.5 on the weekend. Now I'm rating it somewhere close to 5. So I'm really pretty happy with it now. So here we go. So we got our little books in our trophy room where we store our different things. So this is where we kind of come into our house and we put our armor up on stands and weapons and little things that we find. So it's kind of our little trophy room. Now over here is kind of our entryway, kind of great room of the house where we have our cook stove warming it. And this is just kind of our entranceway into all the different areas of the house. And here you can see the drying rack. So in the last episode, you guys mentioned I should check out the drying rack. Well, unfortunately, in the current version of Hexxit, you can't actually obtain it by crafting it. So what I did was I went back to 0 or 1.09, so I downgraded updates and then was able to craft it. So that's where we currently are. So I'll just show you real quick so you can get them yourself. So just downgrade from the current version of 10.10 and just go to 0.9, and then look at that, you got drying racks. Look at that, perfect. So then once you get them and you upgrade back to the current version of Hexxit where you can't get drying racks, you'll still have them. So it's pretty good, and you get a win-win there. So we're cooking our meats up here, and I think that looks amazing. And thank you so much for the suggestion of the drying racks because they're incredible. They're incredible. So here is our living room. So I just threw this together real quick so we have a little bit of a nice spot over here. But yeah, I think it came out nice. So we have a fireplace and some bookshelves. Yes, the fireplace was activated. There was fire. The fire also escaped the fireplace. I don't really want to go into detail, but I'm sure you can use your imagination. That's why we use candles now. And yeah, so we have our nice little couch and a nice chair and a little reading lamp there. And I think these are nice, just a little extra storage with better storage. So we've got those over there. And some tools on the walls. And of course, drying racks for every room now. And so let's head over here to our crafting and storage room. So we have our storage chests on this side over here and some additional shelving here. And a reinforced chest for our most valuable items. And we have our potion rack here. So we do our potions and things of that nature and cook up our milkshakes on a milkshake maker. And of course, drying racks for every room. And we have it set up here with our foods and different things like that. I think that's really nice. And then we have our furnace and an anvil down here now. So that looks really nice. So definitely let me know, guys, what your favorite room is as we tour. And so yeah, so I'll tell you which mine is once we get to it. And so yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And then we have our enchanting room. So we got a nice purple carpet and our bookcases, and then these bookcases are filled with our enchanting books. So kind of a perfect little nice clean room. I think it came out really nice. And over here is our oozing portal to the nether. So here we go. So this is how we get to the nether, and I like it how it looks like it's just like taking over the house. It's really kind of cool. And then outside, I lured some unexpected cows over here to my cow farm and set up just a small little farm on the back side. And then there's the fireplace from the living room. So I think that looks pretty nice. We have our icicles on the sides. And I have a small mine, but it's nothing fancy that I would want to show. It's pretty terrible, but it's over there. It's just a simple thing. With the ores, as you can see, with the ores sticking out of the sides, it's no real need to actually go deep very often. So let's head it back inside and let's head up to our bedroom. So here's our bedroom up here. So we have our bed here and we got some skulls kind of looking at you as you sleep, giving you bad dreams. And we got a nice little chair to do some reading and a little area to put our clothes. And here's our sword. If I can actually grab it. Hello. Thank you. So now we have our sword, and that's our bedroom. And let's go up to my favorite room. So let's head up here. And this was inspired by Iron Man's little lair under his house, where he has all the mocks. The Iron Man Mark 1, the Mark 2 all set up. And yeah, I really like it. I think this came out pretty cool. As we get better armors, of course, we'll replace these ones. And different swords that we've gotten through our adventuring. And just some little trophies up here and an anvil. And some supplies set up over here. Some additional bows and things of that nature. I think it came out really cool. I really like that room. I like its uniqueness. And like I always say, we need that stuff for vanilla Minecraft. We do. We do. Okay, and now up here, this is our Tinker's Construct room. So we have our smeltery over here, currently making a strawberry milkshake. So we're getting that working in. And yeah, so we have different boxes over here. So we have just some ores and different things like that in there. And then over here, we have some easily accessible buckets for our lava needs. Drying racks for every room. And we have some iron hanging off of that for easy accessibility. And then my wall of little gadgets. So we got all these little blocks here, and they're so cute. Look at them. You just want to give this like gold block a little hug. He's just so nice. And yeah, so we got that all set up over there. And I've got my root beer float right here. So I'll have that later. That's all finished up. And there we go, guys. We have finally completed this house, and I think it came out really well. And I want you guys to let me know what we did right, what we did wrong. So let's kind of look through here and see what in our next builds we can learn from it and figure out what we want to recreate or do better in the next one. So yeah, guys, let me know how we did on this build. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And it has been a pleasure to make these building episodes now, but it is time to explore the world of Hexxit. In the last episode, I did ask, should we keep the series alive or move on to something else? And there was a lot of positive comments both ways. But what we're going to do is we finish the house now, and we're going to do a little bit exploring, and then we'll go off to a new mod pack in a little while. So we're not going to end the series. We're going to do a little bit of exploring, and then we'll be off to some other. Oh my gosh, Bob the Building Inspector's here. Yeah, so then we'll be off to another mod pack, and then we'll do like maybe a few more episodes of exploring and seeing all the new things around. So that's it, guys. And once again, thank you so much for watching these videos as we build this house. But it's now time to adventure through the world. So we'll see you later. What you guys would like to see. So there's a lot of new mods out there. I've tried to just kind of threw a couple in recently. And this Hexxit's never been that great on my computer. It's always lagged pretty heavily. But Attack of the B Team runs pretty smooth. But I feel like with that mod pack, I feel like you need like